A huge warm welcome to the art vlog, art lovers, with me, George Dopamine. I can't wait to take you inside the new Turbine Hall installation by Ghanaian artist Anatsui today. The Turbine Hall is notoriously both one of the most prestigious commissions in modern art, but also one of the hardest to pull off. Where it's successful, e.g. Oliver Eliasson's Weather Project, it is one of the most stunning pieces of modern art you can imagine, but at other times it flops. Is Anatsui going to be able to pull it off? Come and join me as we explore behind the Red Moon on until the 14th of April. I usually write my own scripts to guide you around exhibitions, but this is taken from the Tate Modern's own excellent narration of the exhibition, so it's all their words. The first hanging on the ramp resembles a majestic sail billowing out in the wind. Ships have transported people and goods across the world since ancient times. During the transatlantic slave trade, enslaved African peoples were sold and exchanged for gold, sugar, spirits and other commodities. They were then taken across the ocean towards the Americas, with many labouring on sugar plantations that fueled the alcohol industry. Later, spirits produced in the Caribbean would be shipped to Europe and from there to Western Africa. The bottle tops used in this commission derive from an expansive network of present-day commodities rooted in colonial industries. This red and yellow sail might announce the beginning of one such journey across the unforgiving waters of the Atlantic Ocean. At the height of the transatlantic trade in the 18th century, sailors would sometimes use the moon to guide their journeys. Its gravitational tug, as Earth's natural satellite, also set the rhythm of the ocean's tides. Here, the red bottle tops form the outline of a red blood moon seen during a lunar eclipse. Elemental forces interweave with human histories of power, oppression, dispersion, and survival. The sculpture in front of the Turbine Hall Bridge is composed of multiple layers. They suggest a loose grouping of human figures suspended in the air in a state of movement. When viewed from a particular position on the bridge, the fragmented shapes converge into the singular circular form of the Earth. The circle echoes the red moon of the sail as a fellow celestial body. Anatsui has a long-standing interest in the fragment as a symbol of renewal and restoration. He has said that breaking is not destruction, but a necessity for reforming. As separate elements, the group of restless human forms might imply dispersion through the migration and movement of people across the globe, both forced and voluntary. When viewed together, the fragmentary circle gestures towards new formations of collective identities and experiences. Anatsui also plays with the tension between transparency and opacity. The ethereal appearance of the figures is achieved using thin bottle-top seals wired together to create a semi-transparent net-like material. In this final act, a monumental black wall stretches from floor to ceiling. Anatsui's interest in walls is rooted in the ancient story of the earthen wall of Anatsui, present-day Togo. Built by King Agokoli to confine and oppress his subjects, a revolutionary uprising by the Ewe people led to the wall's destruction and to the Ewe's escape. As well as structures that constrain and encircle, Anatsui also speaks of the productive quality of walls as, quote, an attempt to hide things. They provoke curiosity, and curiosity might get imagination out to the other side, end quote. Facing the yellow back of the sail, the wall might suggest an arrival at shore. Metal pools rising from the ground at the base of the wall, resembling crashing waves and rocky peaks. For Anatsui, the use of black refers to the continent of Africa and its global diaspora, charged with the potential of homecoming and return. Moving behind the wall reveals an edifice of shimmering silver, covered in a multicolored mosaic. As the lines and waves of blackness and technicolor meet, they echo the collision of global cultures and hybrid identities that Anatsui invites us to consider through this Turbine Hall commission. That sneak peek there inside the new Turbine Hall installation at Tate Modern by the artist Anatsui, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was a thumbs up from me. I'm really nervous usually going into the Turbine Hall installations because they are so hit and miss. To own the space, you have to go big. I think we've learned that, and this artist certainly did. There's such a wow moment as you come in and are confronted by this shimmering, almost billowing sail. And I really love the way that the work split into 3 acts, so you're drawn down the Turbine Hall, and also that there's a surprise at the end in the golden back of the black final piece. I really enjoyed it aesthetically. It was beautiful. I love the recycling of old materials and the connection with West Africa, that hotbed of contemporary art. So I thoroughly enjoyed it from an artistic point of view, and I also really enjoyed the message of how neo-colonialism still exists in a supposedly post-colonial world. I thought that was incredibly effective in this vast hangar-like post-industrial space opposite the City of London, where money is still made from those post-colonial trade routes. So I thoroughly enjoyed it aesthetically and also in terms of meaning as well. And I would definitely be back many times to Tate before April when it shuts down. And I advise you to come along as well. Thank you for watching. Do subscribe to the art vlog and hit that notification bell for reviews of upcoming shows from London, the South East and beyond.